What's up, everybody? My name's Chad Rushing, and I thought we'd talk about religion versus spirituality and what that might mean for a lot of us who don't necessarily want to be a part of an organized religion. Maybe a lot of us used to be. I know I was heavily involved in the Christian church for quite some time, and I've sort of don't do that anymore. And but I still try to seek that sort of spiritual level. I think it's important. And I'm kind of just off the cuff. I didn't really script this today, but religion versus spirituality. So, to me, and I'd like to strike up a conversation below if you guys want what religion and spirituality means to you. But to me, religion is more of an organized, sort of enforced sort of thing. Take the Catholic Church. If you do X, then we'll excommunicate you. If you do Y, then this happens. And it's sort of enforced by this sort of church hierarchy. I grew up Southern Baptist, and I kid you not, we literally had in our church charter that we weren't allowed to dance. So we couldn't have, in the teen group that I was in, I was in high school, obviously in high school and stuff, but we couldn't dance. You couldn't have like a dance to Christian music kind of thing because it was literally in our church charter. So religion to me kind of implies that sort of organized, sort of enforcement mechanism. Spirituality, on the other hand, is really a self-driven thing. Now, I don't think the two are mutually exclusive. I think you could be very spiritual in a religious setting. I personally was. I got a lot of comfort from a lot of the spiritual ideas that I was taught when I was a kid. And some of those ideas still to this day are comforting. I still try to live up to some of these principles that were taught in Christianity, such as, love your neighbor as yourself, that sort of thing. I really think I learned a lot of good things. I think where we go wrong in religion is when we try to force other people to share those views, especially the darker parts of it. Due to a mistranslation in the Bible, we've had this sort of anti-LGBT thing going on for a long time. And really, the craziest part about that is that we're not talking about a specific word. I'll have to look it up and we'll talk about this in another video. But the specific word actually translates to like pedophile, not gay person. So it's amazing. We mistranslate one word, and all of a sudden we marginalize an entire group of people based on our religion. Spirituality to me is a lot more inclusive. Spirituality, I might not permit myself to do certain things, but I don't care what you do. Within reason, don't punch my cat or something. But hopefully you wouldn't do that. But I think it's important to have a sort of spiritual path, even if you're an atheist. In an earlier video, I mentioned body, mind, and spirit. And I don't think spirit is necessarily this, it doesn't have to be this woo-woo sort of weirdy looky-loo thing. Spirituality, your spirit is the sort of, to me, the combination of your mind and body. It's really the Super Saiyan, if you will, of that combination. So how can one be spiritual and not religious? Or if you're in a religion, how can you be spiritual and religious? Well, it starts with within, really. There's an old quote that says, if you don't go within, you go without. And I think a lot of self-reflection is very, very important to spirituality. I think it's important for mental health. Again, I've mentioned this in other videos. You know, you want to do that sort of mental deep cleaning from time to time to try to tidy up your space and, really make it easier for yourself to have a better outlook. And like I've said before, it's like having 47 tabs running in Firefox, and then on top of that, you've got Spotify, and you've got a drawing program, and in my case, I would have Adobe Premiere, takes up tons of RAM, and Reaper, and that's my recording program of choice. I have that, and I have FL Studio running, and I'm watching 3 videos at once, or you know what I'm saying? We gotta kind of learn to shut some of these things down so that we have those mental resources to deal with the moment to moment, the day to day, the hour by hour, whatever it is we're dealing with, and be able to have more mental resilience to have a better outcome with as far as our emotional and mental wellness goes. So I think spirituality can really play a key factor in that. Just because of some of the principles a lot of these traditions teach. The meditation, taking care of your body, not putting a bunch of garbage in your body, that sort of thing. So that's sort of my little bit on religion versus spirituality. Tell me what you think below. I'd love to hear from you. And again, my name's Chad Brushing. Please subscribe. It really helps. And we're going to start talking about different types of meditations that you can do that are more in the spiritual realm of meditation. What I've been focusing on is more that groundwork of getting used to meditating and learning the skill of meditation. So, love you guys. I'm Chad Brushing. Hit subscribe. I'll see you next time.